So, it's me, your little boy, K. Samson. Listen, the reason why they hate the choosing one the most is because we know how to handle frustration. We know how to handle them. Yes, let me just be real with you. In all ratification, they know that we are always responsible for our action. Why? Because our hearts are pure, our ways are genuine, and everything we do it in appropriate way, not to offend others, but to make life become easy for everyone. So the reason why people will start to hate you, talk bad of you, is when sometimes they discover that how come is it that you are able to take responsibility of everything. When you fall, you don't complain. When things are tough around you, you don't complain. When things are not going well, nobody will hear about it. But they themselves, when they fall, you see them be shouting, my enemy have rise up against me. My enemy have rise up against me. It is the cost of my enemy. Yes, I know they have done it again. I know my enemy have rise up again. My enemies are fighting me in the north, in the west, in the seas, in the south, in the rock, even in the rock. As the rock of Nigeria. So many of them are devastated, confused. How come is it that you are now able to handle everything that occur in your life, everything that happen in your life? You are always responsible to take action. You are always ready to handle all. Even when they themselves think that you won't be able to survive, even when they themselves think that you won't be able to sustain, even when they themselves are waiting the day you will come to them and be telling them, evils have already come in my life. Things are no longer moving the way it do used to. Things are no longer working the way it do used to. Then many of them will see you slowly and steady. You will just cramp. You will just get to the place where you do used to, without complaining, without bragging, without cursing anyone, without putting blame on anyone. You will just suddenly get to that place where you belong. Because the Bible said in his word, he said, rejoice not over me, oh my enemy. Because many of them, the moment you just do like this, many of them will be waiting, how long will he be rise? He won't be able to rise. He won't be able to stand up. Things are going down. The moment, slowly, the many of them will see you stand up to your fullness, and that is why they hate you so much. That is why many of them are annoyed. That is why many of them are devastated, because everything you go through, there is always a lifting stepping stone into your doing. There is always a stepping stone for you. That is why many of them are confused. That is why many of them are devastated, because they can't succeed. They can't do it the way you do it. They can't win the way you win. They can't do the stuff you do. They can't do the things you do. They can't bargain the things you bargain. They can't stand the things you stand with. And that is why many of them are absolutely scared. That's why many of them are now looking you. How come is it that the things that we are not able to do, you always end up doing it perfectly? How come is it that the stuff we are not able to do, you always do it in accurate way? When you are broke, nobody will know. When you are lacking money, nobody will know. When you have problem in your marriage, you will not go up there and be spreading it. But many of them, the moment they get to that point, because they don't know how to handle frustration. Let me tell you, the worst part of these people is that they don't really know how to handle frustration, because they know how to cause other people frustration. They know how to betray others. They know how to frustrate others. They know how to cause other people pain. But the moment they get into that level, the moment they experience frustration, you will see they say, my enemy have come again. My enemy have done again. I have said this. You are the cause. You are the cause. My this, my that, my neighbor, my this, they are the cause, because they are not, they can't handle it. That is why many of them are always wondering, how do you always do it, despite of the fact that you are the one that they think that if you fall, you won't be able to rise. But many of them are always shocked, because your rising up is stronger than your falling down. You have to say so. Remember, blessed. May God bless you.